How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. 난데 이다이나 화를 안오슈 아나타와 진치와 시루 이다이 나가미. Hi, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Ella, and welcome to Harp 101.
In these few videos, we'll be showing you all about the harp so that you can worship before the Lord with it. So first we're going to be talking about how to pick up and hold your harp when you're playing it. So to pick up your harp, you would either hold it by the pillar or you would hold it by the back of the arch. And you would place it in your lap in order to play with the body of the harp on your right shoulder. Make sure that you can see all the levers and all the strings so that you're ready to play. You can also put the strap on while you're playing. Just be sure that when you're playing and you're relying more heavily on the strap, when you're either sitting or standing with it, that it could possibly drop the harp. So do your best to make sure you're holding the harp at all times so that it doesn't fall.
So we're going to be learning about the scales on the harp now. The scales on the harp are the same as the scales on a piano. This is how the scales of the harp work. It goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, or do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. We're going to notice that there are red and blue strings consecutively throughout your harp. The red strings represent the note C, and the blue strings represent the note F. If you know that the first string is C, which is the red string, then the next string should be D, E, then the blue string should be F, then G, A, and B. And it follows that pattern all the way up to the end of your harp. So now we're going to be learning how to tune our harps, and this is the most important step before you play it. So what you're going to need in order to tune is your tuning wrench, and it should be in your front pocket of your harp bag, and also your tuning device, which is this. And also your harp is going to need to be in the right lever positions before we start tuning, which means that you're going to be putting your E and B levers up. If you do not know what those levers are yet, it is the levers that are before the blue and before the red. So now that you have your levers lifted up, we're going to begin tuning. So we're going to take our tuning box and we're going to clip this piece into the soundboard. So we're going to start by holding the on button until it turns on. And we're going to make sure that it is in the pitch of 440 and the little box says C. So if it doesn't say that, you can change the pitch, which are these two arrows. If you go down, the pitch will go lower, and if you go up, the pitch will increase. And in order to change the little box, you can go to this button that says M/T. So once you're in 440C, you can begin tuning.
Now we're ready to tune the harp. Your string is in tune when the tuning needle is completely centered and the tuner turns green. So let's start with our first string. For us, it's a C. As you can see, the needle is slightly to the left, meaning that we have to turn it clockwise to make the key go up and make the needle go right. Usually with the tuning wrench, turning clockwise makes the key go up and the needle go right. Counterclockwise would make the key go down, and this would move the needle of your tuner to the left. So let's do it. Play the C one more time, and attach the wrench to the pin that correlates with the C. Now turning it clockwise will move the needle to the right. Continue playing the C as you turn it ever so slightly so that the needle will be centered. If you turn it too fast, the the string may snap, so be careful. Now if the screen stays green without wobbling, even after a few seconds, then your string is 100% in tune and you can move on to the next string. It is important to tune your harp every time you're about to enter into worship and play your harp. It helps to tune it often because the more you tune it, the easier it will be. Don't be frustrated if when you first start out it takes a long time or it's a little bit tricky, because you'll get the hang of it. And also, tuning your harp can be worship. It's an opportunity to also tune your heart as you are tuning the notes on your harp. Being able to check that your notes are aligned with the correct key and also that your heart is aligned with the Lord's will helps you to prepare for worship in both ways, physically and spiritually. And finally, when you're finished tuning your harp, you can also check by playing a few notes and doing a gliss.